I love it. And today I'm talking to you about something really simple I created. It's just a printable. You can print it below and it's gonna make summer easy, okay? So stick with me and I'll explain it to you. Let's jump in. I am one of those moms that I love summer. I adore it. I love my kids being around more. I love the getaways, okay? Even the ones that were just in the woods and we set up camp for a few days, those, I love them. I love just getting away. And I love that summer affords us more time to do those things. But there is something that happens when you're at home during the summer that can kind of make us just a little bit crazy if we don't have some sort of a system, okay? So that is what I have for you today. I'm gonna share this thing that I created with you guys, and it's the most simple system. So check it out. Okay, you guys, so here is the super simple chart that's gonna make summer so much easier. It's kind of the idea of like time blocking, or just like visually being able to see what they need to do, what kids need to do. And this little chart is, Monday through Friday. Of course, the days that we're on vacation, I'll just put a big fat line through it. Like, none of this is happening. But on this chart, you guys, there's a piano, a bed, a book, a tube of toothpaste, and a mom. So I love this flow, okay? I think that this gives a really fantastic flow to summer, because it's kind of one of those things that it gives me freedom in being able to say, look, did you get your reading done? Did you get your piano done? Did you brush your teeth? Did you clean your room? Did you make your bed? Did you, I don't want to say all those things. My kids don't want to hear all those things. So it's easy for me just to say, did you get your checks done? I mean, you guys, the categories kind of speak for themselves. Music, the bed is make your bed, clean your room. The book is do your reading time. And the toothpaste signifies personal hygiene. So, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, whatever that is. And then the mom category, like I love that one because it just asks my kids to check in with me and see what's on my list for the day. So is it a chore? Is it actually cleaning day? We have lots of chores. Is it, we don't have any chores, but I'm gonna throw like a TED Talk at you, or maybe we're gonna have cooking lessons that day. I don't know. It just depends on how on my toes I am. But the greatest thing is like the days that are just kind of like normal days might just be like they check in with mom, and I have one or two very simple jobs for them, and then all of their checks are done. So it's awesome. It's super simple, and it gives me the leeway to change as I see things kind of need to go. So I love that. So a couple of notes. I love that if my kids wanted to snuggle up with a book for a couple of hours, that they could check off in advance. So on Monday, they could do all of their book checks for like 4 days, 5 days, whatever they want. I just really want my kids to have that dose of reading in the summer. So that's a solution for that. This chart could go a lot of different ways. You could just have this chart, hanging, whatever, and have all your kids' charts there so that it's a visual so that they can see it and they can just see how they're doing. You could use it for, hey, no friends, no electronics until all your checks are done. You could use it for, like, this is kind of a fun little system. You could use these little paper, they're called little paper credit cards. I just got them on Amazon. And you could do little hole punches. So like if they get all their checks for one day, you could do one punch. Maybe there's other things that they can earn checks for, during this, or punches for during the summer or whatever. And then you can determine what you're going to use the card for. When the card is full, what is it that they get? What's the reward? What's something that will motivate them? So you could use it. You could use the chart in the calendar for lots of different ways, lots of different angles. But it's there for you to use, and I will put the link so that you can print the PDF form in the comments below. So just check there for it. You can click on it and just print it. And it has a little place for your kid's name at the top. Super simple. So anyway, I hope that that's helpful. Two other things that I want to talk about with you are the phrase, I'm bored, okay? And I kind of like rearranging my kids' brains around this topic of I'm bored, right? Because whenever my kids have ever said that to me, I'm like, yes, you're bored. Yes, I'm so excited for you. Like, hallelujah. To be bored would be like my biggest dream. Like, because that means I get to choose whatever I want in that space. So the idea of I'm bored, we love at our house. And I try to teach my kids to love that feeling, like if they get bored, because that means that they can get out the water balloons, or they can get out their favorite game, or they can get out, I mean, the sky's the limit with whatever they want to do with their time. But I'm trying to teach them that you get to create your life, and being bored is actually a really fantastic thing, because that means you're in a space where you can choose something to do. So just a little perspective shift with that one that I think is such a fantastic things to like put out to our kids at the beginning of summer. Another thing that I love to do as summer is upon us, like the kids come home right on the last day of school, or maybe the few days before school's out, they come home with backpacks full of papers and folders and just stuff, so much stuff. And so this is what we do to combat, what am I gonna do with all of this stuff? And they seem to wanna keep it all. Like, what the heck? So this is what we do. I tell my kids, look, go through it. If you find some things that are treasures, yes, set them aside, we'll save those. Everything else, guess what? You get to burn. You get to throw into the bonfire or the campfire or whatever. And so they create this great big huge bag of papers and folders and just whatever that we haul off when we go into the woods for the first time in the summer. And when we light that first fire, man, they just throw page after page into that fire, and they love it. So I don't know if it's the boy pyro part of them, but they love it. So that's just a little bit of a tip to kind of get through some of those things that come home in droves that you just don't know what to do with, and giving them the motivation to go through it themselves and to get rid of it. Okay, you guys, I hope you loved those tips. I hope that somehow they help you. If you have tips that you do for the summer that you think would be helpful for others, then leave it in the comments below. I would love to read through and see what you guys leave. And if you guys want more tips on living happy and being inspired, then subscribe below. I'd love to have you along for the journey. You guys have a blast and make a ton of summer memories. Intend on those things and enjoy your summer.